Hi students, welcome back to Plus 1 chemistry classes. We were studying about the chapter Structure of Atom. In today's class, we will study about photoelectric effect. Black body radiation and photoelectric effect are two important topics that you need to study in this chapter. So, let's start. Photoelectric effect. This may be a new term for you. The experiment is Henry Hertz, a scientist. Henry Hertz, a scientist, did some experiment. This is the experimental setup. First, he found out that electrons were ejected when certain metals were exposed to a beam of light. Metals like potassium, rubidium, cesium, when they were exposed to a beam of light, what happens? Electrons were ejected from that metal surface. The experimental setup was, here a metal surface was connected in a vacuum chamber. This is a vacuum chamber, and here a metal is kept. A metal is connected on one side, on the negative side, and on the positive side here a detector is present. This is a detector, detector, and which is connected to an ammeter and then to a battery. This is the experimental setup. He found out that when light passes through this metal surface, what happens? Electrons start to eject. Electrons are ejected from the metal surface. At first, there were no connection between this positive and negative side. When a light beam is exposed to this metal, what happens? Electrons got ejected from the metal surface. That electrons were detected by the detector, and current starts to flow from here, and the value will be shown in the ammeter, and like that electricity starts to flow in the circuit. That is, he found out that when we pass a beam of light to a metal, it ejects electrons. It absorbs a certain frequency of the light and electrons are ejected from this. And this phenomenon he called as photoelectric effect. The phenomenon of ejection of electrons when a beam of light strikes the metal is called as photoelectric effect. From the experiment, he concluded with some results. The results that Hertz obtained when he conducted these experiments are listed here. The first observation is that electrons were ejected from the metal surface as soon as the beam of light strikes the metal. That means there is no time lag. As soon as the light strikes the metal surface, at that time itself what happens? Electrons will be ejected from the metal surface. There is no time lag. That is the first observation. The next thing is, the number of electrons ejected will be proportional to the intensity or the brightness of the light. The number of electrons ejected, how much electrons are ejected from the metal surface will depend upon what? The intensity of the light or the brightness of the light we can see. The brightness of the incoming light will depend upon what? The number of electrons that are ejected from the metal surface. Next point is, for every metal, for each metal, we already told what? Rubidium, potassium, like that metals are used here. From that metals electrons will be ejected. For each metal there is a characteristic minimum frequency. There is a characteristic minimum frequency below which this effect, photoelectric effect, will not be observed. For a metal, there will be a characteristic minimum frequency below which that metal will not show photoelectric effect, that is the ejection of electrons. And that minimum frequency is called as threshold frequency. The minimum frequency of a metal below which the photoelectric effect cannot be observed is called as threshold frequency. For each metal, the threshold frequency will be different. That is, when the frequency of the incoming light is greater than the threshold frequency of a metal, then what happens? If the incoming light has a frequency that is always greater than the threshold frequency, then only electrons are ejected. That is kinetic energy, with an energy. Okay, the kinetic energy of the electron, when it increases with the frequency of light. That means when the frequency of light increases, the kinetic energy of the ejected electron also increases. Okay, at a frequency that is greater than the threshold frequency only, for a metal this photoelectric effect takes place, and with the increase in frequency of the light, the kinetic energy of the ejected electrons also increases. That much only Hertz explained. Okay. Later, Einstein gave an explanation for photoelectric effect. Okay. After Hertz conducted this experiment and said his conclusion, after Hertz, Einstein came. Okay. Einstein's explanation of photoelectric effect that we are going to study now. He explained photoelectric effect based on Planck's quantum theory. Okay. Planck's quantum theory of electromagnetic radiation. Einstein explained photoelectric effect based on Planck's quantum theory of electromagnetic radiation. That is, he considered the beam of light that is coming to the metal as beam of particles, or he called it as photons. Okay, photons mean packets of energy. As packets of energy, consider the beam of particles or the beam of light coming to the metal surface as photons. Okay, that means to the metal surface, what first light comes, and he told that it is photons. Photons of the energy h nu. Okay, if h nu frequency light is coming and striking the metal surface, his explanation is that it is coming as photons, and when it collides with the electrons on the metal, the photons will transfer energy to the electrons and the electrons are ejected. When photons or the beam of particles strikes the metal surface, during the collision, the photon transfers the energy to electron, and then electrons with that kinetic energy or with that energy, the electrons are ejected out. This is the explanation of Einstein, and he gave also an equation. Okay, if h nu is the frequency, h is the Planck's constant, nu is the frequency. If h nu is the energy of the photons, then the ejected electrons will also have what? A kinetic energy. Ejected electrons will have a kinetic energy, and the energy of the frequency of electrons in that minimum frequency we studied what? It is nu 0, isn't it? So, h nu 0, and the incoming beam of light will be having h nu as the energy. So we can write that h nu is equal to h nu 0. Nu 0 is what? Threshold frequency. Okay, nu 0 threshold frequency, that is the minimum frequency that the metal below which photoelectric effect will not be observed. H nu 0 plus half mv square, that is the kinetic energy. Okay. H nu, the energy of the incoming photon is equal to the what? Threshold frequency is nu 0. H into nu 0 is called as work function. Okay. Work function is the term. Work function is the term that is given. Work function, or we can call it as phi. Okay, this is phi. The incoming photon energy will be equal to work function. That is Planck's constant into threshold frequency of the electron of the metal plus the kinetic energy of the ejected electrons. This is the explanation of by Einstein, and we can write it as h into what? When this comes here, nu minus nu 0 is equal to what? Half m v square. This is the mass of the electron and v is the velocity of the electron. This is the equation, Einstein's equation of photoelectric effect. H nu is equal to h nu 0 plus half mv square, where h is the Planck's constant, nu is what? The frequency, nu 0 is what? Threshold frequency, the minimum frequency that the metal has, plus half mv square. That is the kinetic energy of the ejected electrons. Okay, this is the explanation given by Einstein for photoelectric effect. And the last point that he told is, greater the energy possessed by the photon, greater the transfer of energy to the electron. Okay. How much greater energy that the beam of light has, that much greater energy will be transferred to the electron, while the photon collides the electron on the metal surface, and that is greater will be the kinetic energy. If greater beam of light, greater frequency beam of light is passed to the metal, then the electrons will be ejected with what? Maximum kinetic energy. This is the conclusions made by Einstein. Now let's work out a problem regarding photoelectric effect. The question is, in a photoelectric effect experiment, the irradiation of a metal with light of frequency 5.2 into 10 raised to 14 second inverse yields electrons with a maximum kinetic energy 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. Calculate the threshold frequency nu0 for the metal. Okay, the frequency of the irradiated light is given as, nu is given as 5.2 into 10 raised to 14 second inverse, and the kinetic energy is also given. So first let's write the given values. Nu is given as 5.2 into 10 raised to 14 second inverse, frequency of the irradiated light. And also the kinetic energy is given as 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. These two values are given. We know the equation what? H nu is equal to H nu 0 plus kinetic energy. This equation we studied. So, we need to find what? Nu 0. That is the threshold frequency nu 0. So, what we will do? H nu minus kinetic energy is equal to what? We will take this kinetic energy to the other side. H nu minus kinetic energy is equal to H nu 0. So, nu 0 is what? H nu minus kinetic energy, the whole divided by H, isn't it? That means nu 0 is equal to H nu by H. We can cancel both H and write as nu, isn't it? Nu minus kinetic energy divided by H. This will be the equation that we will obtain to find the threshold frequency of the electron. Okay, then substitute the values. That is equal to, nu is given as 5.2 into 10 raised to 14, isn't it? Minus 1.3 into 10 raised to 19 joule, minus 19 joule divided by Planck's constant. H value is what? 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. Write the units correctly. Okay, it is joule second. Substitute the values correctly and you will obtain it as 3.24 into 10 raised to 14 second inverse as the nu 0 value. Okay. You need to derive this equation from the general equation H nu is equal to H nu 0 plus kinetic energy. From this, threshold frequency nu 0 is what? Frequency minus kinetic energy by H. H is a Planck's constant. Other two values are already given in the question. Substitute and find the frequency value and the unit will be in second inverse. Okay. So dear students, we have studied today about photoelectric effect. I hope you understood the topic. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. Thank you and have a nice day.